Introducing Cisco TelePresence Conductor. An orchestra could not perform without a conductor, even though individual musicians know their own parts flawlessly. Cisco TelePresence Conductor improves availability and performance, making simple, natural conferencing a reality. An administrator needs to manage the differing demands and service levels within their user community. They need to ensure always-on conferencing services and manage thousands of conferences with optimum resource utilization. Cisco TelePresence Conductor lets administrators work from a central point to provide a reliable, robust, and personalized conferencing experience for users. Cisco TelePresence Conductor provides conference virtualization. Conferences are no longer linked to a specific physical device, meaning that events such as power outages no longer affect conference availability. Cisco TelePresence Conductor supports differing service levels and geographies to automatically provide the most appropriate resource for each conference. Let's see how rendezvous conferencing, also known as Meet Me conferencing, works with Cisco TelePresence Conductor. Lisa can now have her own personal conference. She contacts her administrator to request a personal rendezvous conference ID. Her administrator checks Lisa's service level entitlement and uses Cisco TelePresence Conductor to provision her rendezvous conference. Lisa distributes her personal conference details to her colleagues and invites them to join her. When Lisa dials her conference ID to access her rendezvous conference, the request is passed to Cisco TelePresence Conductor. Using the personal conference profile provisioned by Lisa's administrator, the most appropriate resource for Lisa's conference is automatically selected. Lisa's colleagues dial the same conference ID to join her. Their requests are passed to Cisco TelePresence Conductor, and they are connected to Lisa's conference. Personalization, such as a screen layout preference, is automatically applied to the conference. The key to a successful conferencing service is a simple, natural, reliable, and predictable experience. Cisco TelePresence Conductor overcomes many of the challenges administrators traditionally encounter. These include the addition of new conferencing resources, support for geographically distributed users, and the repetitive and time-consuming task of addressing differing demands and service level entitlements. Cisco TelePresence Conductor simplifies conference provisioning immeasurably. Let's take an educational scenario. A lecture that is to be recorded, and where participants have different roles. The lecturer initiates the call by simply calling his conference ID. The request is passed to Cisco TelePresence Conductor. The service has already been provisioned by the administrator, and the most appropriate resource is dynamically selected and the lecture initiated. The lecturer requested a PIN to prevent unauthorized access. Since recording was also required, Cisco TelePresence Conductor automatically connects a suitable recording device, and the lecture is archived for retrieval at a later date. When a student joins, they call their conference ID. Their request is passed to Cisco TelePresence Conductor, and they are connected to the lecture, where they are prompted for their PIN to access the conference. The layout is customized, so the lecturer sees all of the students, but the students only see the lecturer. Scalability has traditionally been difficult for an administrator to manage. Very large conferences, such as all-hands meetings or company-wide announcements, typically exceed the capacity of a single physical conferencing resource. Cisco TelePresence Conductor simplifies scalability by automatically linking resources together, enabling a conference to span multiple physical resources. Lisa has invited many participants to join her rendezvous conference. Participants call her unique conference ID, and their requests are passed to Cisco TelePresence Conductor, which constantly monitors all resources and knows when a resource is approaching its capacity threshold. Instead of preventing new participants from joining the conference, Cisco TelePresence Conductor identifies the most appropriate resource, and the conference is extended by dynamically linking resources together. This is an automated process requiring no action from administrators or participants. Cisco TelePresence Conductor scales conferencing reliably from desktops to meeting rooms, from small businesses to the largest enterprise. Whether conferences are small, large, or geographically distributed, Cisco TelePresence Conductor makes simple, natural conferencing a reality for every user and every meeting. Maximize your investment in conferencing infrastructure by intelligently and effectively orchestrating those resources using Cisco TelePresence Conductor.